Hello all. This is a game that I played against a club member at the chess club in St. Louis, and it happened yesterday. It was on a Tuesday. So this is what happens. My opponent played d4, played d5, c4, e6. So Queen's Gambit decline, classical variation. After knight c3, often knight f6 is played, but I've always been a fan of playing bishop e7 because bishop g5 is really annoying. Prevents bishop g5, so. And here he played g3. And normally he's always taking on. We had some games like this, and normally he's taking on d5 and going for a minority attack. And here I just played knight f6, and after bishop g2, c6, knight f3, take, knight e5. All these moves are actually like top moves analyzed by Stockfish. So in this position, he castled, and I should play either knight d5 or knight b6, but I played actually c5, and if he takes the pawn, his position's better, because he's got really good pressure. I didn't notice that, but Stockfish gives him a really good position if he takes. He played d5 and take, and he thought I should play knight f6 here, but knight b6 was a little better. And queen takes, rook takes, and then knight a5 would be strong because of my b7 pawn. It's hard to defend it. I'd have to play rook d7 or something. In this position, he played bishop f4. You may notice his pawns are a little bit weak, so bishop f6. In this position, actually, a computer has trouble finding any really good moves for white. After rook fd1, I exchanged, and then I played a very important move that he missed in the game. Just g5. My king gets some air, and after he moves his bishop away, now I'm just definitely better in this position. Now here I should move king g7. That's by far the best move. I don't know why I didn't, but I should have. Instead I played takes. And then in this position I should play bishop f6, attacking his e-pawn with an equal position. Instead I thought this would be a clever idea. And also notice that if I play bishop f6, it prevents rook e1 check, or rook e8 check, or d8, excuse me, rook d8 check, winning my bishop. So here he has to exchange, and then he takes my pawn. And actually he's better here. I play b5, and after he attacks the pawn, I defend the pawn. And then he blunders with e4. The reason this isn't a good move is because of the continuation bishop c3. And now I've got serious threats of pushing this pawn. He plays f4, I take and then take, which is okay. And I just push the pawn. He plays bishop d5. After bishop d3, I actually stopped writing because I stopped writing the notation. But I do remember what happened to some degree. So e5, and now after bishop c7 or c2, you'll notice that these three squares are protected by the bishop, and this pawn wants the queen. So it's very hard for him to do anything. And this is what I foreseen happening. He played e6, I have to take, king g7. Again, we've got the same situation. And he's got a funny plan, though. If he played bishop to d7, he could play it back to a4 whenever I play b3. So I'll give that just as a variation. Let's say I play b3, and now he can pin the pawn. In this position, it's still better for me. I mean, I'm gonna get my king up there. And I should still win. But this was his best try. He played bishop takes g5, or bishop takes b4. Excuse me, bishop takes b4. And after bishop takes b4, well, the game is really going to be over. But I've highlighted some key points. So I have a light squared bishop and a dark squared bishop. And my pawn, I have only one of them left. I want to make sure that I can move my king all the way here, and that I keep this bishop. I don't I had a chance later in the game, I remember, to take this pawn because he moved this pawn here, and I had my king on f6, and I could have taken this, but it'd be actually a draw if I would have. And the thing is, the reason is because you can't force the king out of the corner. If I had only a dark squared bishop, I need to have a light squared bishop because this is a light square. So it required a little bit of accurate play. But just remember that in this kind of position, you want to make sure you have the bishop of the same color that your pawn would be promoting to, or trying to go to. Otherwise, the king could stay in the corner forever, and there's a stalemate. There's a stalemate trick. Maybe I can actually. Maybe I can show that actually. Let's see. Alright, so let's pretend in this position let's pretend in this position let's see if I can clear the board. Can I clear the board? Yeah, let's do this. Alright, so in this position, this looks like I must be winning because I have a pawn, I have a bishop, like I must be winning, right? Well, the thing is this is a draw by force if white plays correctly. The only thing he has to do is play his king back and forth. That's it. So all he has to do is move his king back and forth. For example, alright, so this is white's move. Here, 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 here. Doesn't matter. Okay, I can't move my king, so that's stalemate. Alright, so let's say I go here. Notice I can't move my king in. He goes here. And if I go here, well, it's stalemate again. So, draw. I just had to show that because that's why I wanted to keep a light square in the previous position. Light squared bishop rather than a dark squared bishop. And that's all. Please comment and like the video. Thanks.